7 years.
What 7 years? What 7 years?
Klopp 7 years.
You're not scared? You're not scared?
Means
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong, he took charge 3 seasons and they promote and stay in the top league for 4 seasons and on the 4th season was relegated. That's for
Under
Mainz.
Klopp, huh?
Yeah, under Klopp.
Then?
So he went to Dortmund,
Yeah.
built a team, was a force in German league.
Yeah.
But on the 7th season, things went bad. And they fell, and that's the last
6th
year.
place, 7th place, I guess? 7th place?
And that is the last season that Klopp managed.
Retired, yeah.
So, are you afraid?
No,
So
really,
this is Klopp's
7th season.
7th season
7th
with
season,
Liverpool.
yes, yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the superstitions and sports has always goes hand in hand, especially for people who are very, very invested in the game. You know, people who like the game, they bet the game. They're not recommending betting, please don't.
Bet legally.
Right? Yes, bet legally. So, but of course, those who are passionate fans, right? This is always something that plays at the back of the mind. Me personally, I don't really believe in such things. I'm not affected by this, but I am affected by their performance so far. First 3 games.
Why you not happy with the thing? With their performance?
We are struggling. You can see on the table, you're on top. you need to cancel the cookies.
Wait. No. Stop from that.
Right?
You don't see him on the top. You can see us from the top.
Wow.
I see your backside. I don't want.
Never mind, it's okay. We are on the top.
Say
Just
it.
one game, we are on top.
Yeah.
You must understand that we are on
1
top.
point only, right?
Yeah.
1 point ahead.
1 point.
1 point.
Yeah.
But we just need 1 win.
Yeah,
Correct.
it's okay. To me, I will sacrifice these 3 points to make their fans stay in the stay in the stadium.
What went wrong?
Basically, everything. But
If you
there
summarize
are-
from these past three games.
okay. Basically, what happens is that, especially the first 2 games, right? We had a bit of fighting spirit against Fulham, right? We clawed back to a draw. And then, of course, this latest game, we didn't fire all cylinders, right? Against Manchester United, especially, one of our most bitter rivals, the way we play is totally unacceptable to me. Yes, first 3 games, all the 3 games we started very slow, right? Against Fulham, against what's the first game? Who's the first team we played?
Fulham?
Fulham.
Fulham,
Then Palace.
then Palace, right? Against Palace. So it is a very, very upsetting trend, which is something that we don't like to see. Okay, especially because our midfield is almost non-existent.
Because of your injury list?
Not really, because in a way, Henderson and Milner and Harvey Elliott, okay. At least Henderson or Milner, sometimes they can be called as a first team player against some of the teams, right? So right now, on a normal season, aside from this season, of course, if we call them to play against United, Henderson started against United last season at Old Trafford, and when we trashed them. Right? But the way they play is totally damn chala.
Is it lack of physical? Is it lack of mental or what?
7 years.
It's the jinx, huh?
No, because I told him before we start,
Yeah.
I'm not surprised United way they start. They did start like
Today
this.
you not surprised a lot of people.
No.
You're not surprised.
I'm not surprised because they did last season like this and they kinda whack. They did start fast. Then they kinda counter, they concede, then the concede.
Preseason.
No.
Last season.
Last season. So we start first, but we cannot whack. Maybe with you guys, I think the first game or some
Okay.
sort like that. We start fast, but in then lost the momentum.
Okay.
You know. But I'm surprised is Liverpool didn't even don't even start the engine running.
Yeah,
I think
we're
if you remember what I said, right? Liverpool last season have not been performing up to expectation. They have been performing on average. It's just that your score has been lucky. You all have been getting the lucky scores, even though if you all are not performing very well. I do not know whether you all remember what I said.
Yeah,
Is
okay.
it happening now? But it's just that the results are.
I remember this. there were certain times when I was thinking when I watched the games last season, we are not playing at our best, at our full potential.
I agree.
But we were nicking wins and draws at certain points of the game, of the season, such that it actually overshadows this. It wipes this aside, and we were not addressing this. I don't know what. What's the reason?
You need to borrow our song.
No, never mind.
1-0
It's okay.
to the Liverpool.
It's okay. To me, there is if let's say some of my fans ask me like, what do you think is the cause? I totally don't know. I cannot pinpoint anything. It could be a multiple source of reasons that combine together and turn the team into this kind of a shambolic performance.
It's a whole team thing.
It's a whole team thing. We don't press anymore. We were waiting for passes. We just pointing to our feet for some of them, like
ball to feet.
Yeah, ball to feet.
Yeah.
And then we are very static. We don't run into spaces.
Okay.
And you don't run into
we are
attackers as
very-
well. That's when a defender don't run and
Not just defender, it's everybody. Everybody don't do that. None of our players. I can tell you.
I think he was talking about.
is it a new tactic that Klopp is coming out? Because I believe your team has quite a number of maybe 28, 29, 30 years old players, a bit older players. Is it something new that he's
Is the
coming
tactic
out?
the same or new?
I don't think so. It's the same as last season. I think the way we play, the style we play, is the same as last season. There are a few points to note is that not only our midfield is non-existent, we cannot cope against Bruno Fernandes antics. We cannot cope against Rashford's speed. We cannot cope against their passes were so much nicer. I have to say their passes. It's not that they played very well because they will play a bit counter-attacking.
Liverpool had around 70% possession while
Yes,
they only had 20%.
exactly.
25.
But that
like that.
they utilized that 25% to score 3 goals.
Effective.
Two
Which
goals.
it should. Okay, yeah, 2 goals. Sorry, 2 goals. Which actually it should be what we would have done last time. 70% possession, we score 2 goals, and then maybe concede 1. But it's what we should have done when we something like Manchester City style. Possession, and then after that find a mistake and then capitalize on the mistake.
Yeah, but I think
they were doing it on the other side, actually.
you see the first goal that conceded, Miller came in, do his part, being tricked, and he slide and Sancho somehow do a step over or something like that. But Van Dijk was standing down there, not moving, which I think even not a pro player like me or you or even you will actually step.
Like me, like us, pro player.
No, I mean not like us, not a pro player. We will step maybe 1 or 2 steps ahead to block but he's like
I agree.
he's just standing down there.
He's waiting for a shot.
Yeah, but
he was expecting the shot to come.
But the thing is, Bruno was there, and Bruno was not offside. If Sancho don't want to shoot, it's a tap in for Bruno. And Bruno here, Sancho, please score. And Van Dijk is like,
And Milner scolded
Yes.
Van Dijk. What was that about?
He actually went out on Van Dijk in the penalty. Because of that, Miller was telling him, that's your ball. You should have closed down on this guy before he took the shot after I slide. Even Klopp was saying the only person who was defending the first goal was Milner when he was sliding in. The rest, he don't know what they're doing. So I don't know whether it's complacency creeping in. The confidence of the team is low because of all the injuries. But this is not the mentality monster that Klopp has raised for the past 7 seasons.
Do you guys miss money?
Not really. I think the thing is a lot of people on social media is bringing this up. We cannot escape this. Mane left, he's scoring goals, he's Bayern after all. Bayern in Bundesliga, right? They are the biggest team there.
Yeah.
So that's
might as well start
no choice.
one league with one team only.
Yeah.
no, but the thing is, you guys did say about Mane. He don't play well because there's no...
That's what I say.
Yeah.
I was countering him. I said that he's effective, right? I was the one who said last season.
So
he's effective. I don't want him to leave. In fact,
no. He's like, he needs someone to push, like getting Jota. I felt that the attacking part is fine. To be honest, your attacking part, your midfield, although you say a bit like, lag here and there, but you have a lot of choices. You have Jota, of course, he's injured right now. But if let's say you have Nunez, you have Jota, you have Diaz, I think it's okay. And with, of course, the Salah.
Egyptian king.
Egyptian.
I just need to explain why he's doing that.
So what I'm trying to say is,
Thank you for.
your midfield, your attacking, I felt is okay. It's okay.
It's
Ours.
the defense.
For us,
Yes,
ah.
yes,
The defense,
yes,
is
yes.
it? Is the defense.
It's the defense.
But Klopp said that he needed a midfielder. More
I don't
signings.
think so.
Less,
Our
less than 7
midfield
days.
is-
Less than 7 days left.
Yeah, our midfield is. I don't know. I know you're watching the game, but I think you're focusing on your team more. So I will say that actually it's our midfield.
No,
our midfield
no.
sucks, man.
The thing is,
Really?
there's statistics saying that when Gomez and Van Dijk pair up together, it doesn't click.
Which statistic? About?
I have forgotten where, but I'm not too sure.
They played. You know that they played together. They had I think more than 70% win rate.
If you were Klopp, what would you do?
I'll get the defense sorted out first. I don't
Will
think
you replace or will you
I won't
add or what?
replace. I'll get
Centre back?
a centre back that is recognized, like Koulibaly, something like that, but younger.
Yep.
Put him in.
Like who Konate?
Someone young, around
Martinez.
25, 27. You know, that type of range that Klopp can actually advise, and him could advise Gomez and so forth. A more solid one. Then Gomez and the other defender can play in cup games. Then in between games, like maybe versus Fulham, a slight.
Other than that, what would you do? What would Klopp do if
I
you were
will
Klopp?
get a centre mid lah.
Centre
I'll
mid?
still get centre mid because Leicester now is.
Okay, a centre mid as in a defensive mid or a creative mid or what?
I'll get both though.
Both.
2 minutes lah.
I'll get Madison is attacking, right? Talisman?
Talisman.
Tielemans.
Tielemans, sorry.
Talisman.
Tielemans quite a central
Yeah,
kind of.
But he's a bit
He's
dropping.
more a bit defensive.
Yeah.
So I'll get these two pairing if Leicester, with the right price, able to sell it off, or I'll get one of them and get someone else. If let's say you have more players coming in, if you feel that your wages, some other stuff, loan it out. I believe teams are still willing to get Ox. Maybe not Forest. Forest might want to get him because to stabilize the whole thing. Even our defender is being loaned out here and there. Your Pepe might be going
But
out.
loaning out is not a solution to make the team
Correct,
better.
but the thing is,
Yeah.
when you loan out, your wages come down. That's where the owner like, okay, my wages come down. I might push in a bit more cash.
But that's
for-
temporary also.
Yes. Is it better to stabilize the
Yeah,
season to get your result, then worry end of the season, or you worry now and during the whole season?
patch up certain things.
Or
Once-
during the season to Jan, from here to Jan is the period. And plus, don't forget one thing. November, World Cup.
Yep.
You will come back with more problem, injury lah, disease and
Possible.
fatigue lah. So the thing is, you have to think long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were Klopp, what would you do?
I cannot say what a Klopp will do, but as a fan, if I'm given the power, right, there are a couple of things I will do. I will probably definitely get the midfielder, because if we're talking about dire situations, Liverpool has only spent money when we are in really dire need, or when we already balance the book. So at the moment, we actually, after selling and buying players, right, we don't have a deficit at all. Actually, I think earned about 29 millions. So just I think back on the owner itself, you just have to add a bit more and spend. If not, this season will start badly and the rod will just roll over. That's in my opinion lah.
Yeah, you should follow like Manchester United. Spend 70 million.
70?
70
For who?
million for Casemiro.
60, yeah.
60 plus 11 million add-ons.
Add-ons, yeah.
Oh, it's actually 59. Do you think that Darwin Nunez is a good buy?
Yeah, I do.
But is it overpriced?
Not really.
You know who is overpriced?
Casemiro.
Casemiro.
Well,
22 years old versus 30 years old.
no, the thing is,
Right?
we are a different scenario
Yeah.
at the moment.
Above and below.
Because